All right, Nick, it's time to talk about one of my favorite players, Lamar Jackson, quarterback for my Baltimore Ravens. Coming into the league, he's one of the most polarizing figures, dynamic playmakers. Obviously, he was a unanimous MVP, one of the great young players in this league. And what do great young players demand in this league? And that is record-setting contracts. And there's been a number of those, whether it was the QB department, whether it was pass rushers, or whether it was wide receivers. There's been a lot of record-setting deals this offseason, and Lamar, it seems as if he is next in line to get that monster deal. And I think you have the story about how Lamar's going about it a little bit different than the other guys in the NFL. But before we get there, Ravens fans, let me know. We all know Baltimore is going to sign Lamar to a mega deal. But when that deal is all said and done, how much per year do you think Lamar is going to average? Let us know in the comments. I'm excited to see what y'all think because I have my own opinion. But all right, Nick, why don't you give us that story?
Yeah, so we've seen a lot of teams this offseason and past years at the quarterback position. There's been some animosity and some gamesmanship play between the quarterback and the team. Famously, Kyler Murray, right, deleted everybody on social media and attacked the Cardinals, at least on social media, trying to get that deal done. Lamar's not doing that at all. According to BaltimoreRavens.com, while Lamar Jackson's contract negotiations are ongoing, the Ravens quarterback has still reported to training camp. Jackson walked into the Under Armour Performance Center with a smile Thursday afternoon, the first day for quarterbacks and injured veterans to report. There was media chatter about the possibility of holdout, but Jackson cleared things up and said a, quote, possible holdout was not on his mind. All right, Mai. So obviously, there's been a lot of criticism about Lamar maybe not showing up to some mini camp practices. We all thought that was crazy and stupid. But there was rumors. Could a holdout happen? Could it not? And how about Lamar Jackson showing up on time, ready to do work? What do you think of Jackson and his ongoing thing with the Ravens right now?
Well, I mean, I think he has every right to hold out if he wanted to. If guys like Kyler Murray, who I think he is much better than a Kyler Murray, at least he's proven more. He has more accolades, more awards than Kyler Murray does. So if Kyler could do it, he could definitely do it. If guys like Deebo Samuel and all of those kind of trend-setting gadget do a couple things extremely well, like on the edge of this new hybrid football player. That's like Lamar as the quarterback. He can run, he can pass, probably go out for a pass and catch it if he wanted to. But Lamar doesn't do that. He's an extremely humble guy. He's a really good person, a nice guy, and he's a team guy. He's even I don't know if people follow the Ravens that much. Lamar has a giant purple bird tattoo of the Ravens on his chest. This is a guy who is committed to being in Baltimore for the rest of his life. I believe he wants to stay in Baltimore for the rest of his life. He is all about the Ravens, all about his team, loves his guys, loves the coaches, and he's not going to sit out. He's going to come and play his heart out because he knows at the end of the day, Baltimore is going to take care of the contract when it needs to get taken care of, and he is going to take care of the contract when it's the right time. So that's going to happen. But there's some other quarterback deals that have been signed this year, Nick, and I think the best way to gauge Lamar's future contract would maybe break down some of the old contracts. What do you think?
Yeah, let's pull up Deshaun Watson and Kyler Murray's deal. So we've got here the two major deals that happened this offseason. You've got Watson and Murray, both deals for obviously monster deals, record-setting deals, averaging well over $40 million per year. Both guys around the same average per year. The one exception would be that Watson got his contract fully guaranteed. Murray got a lot of guaranteed money, but not at the same level of Watson. And you brought up a good point about Jackson actually having more accolades and awards than Murray. How about winning football games? Jackson's been, in terms of winning percentage and winning playoff games and making the playoffs, the things that actually matter. Jackson has far outperformed what Murray has done in his career. I think when it comes to actual passing quarterback performance, you could make an argument for Deshaun Watson. But the moment the fourth quarter ends, there is no argument. You brought up Jackson being a team guy. Watson, with everything going on with him right now, is the farthest thing from that with all the distractions. At minimum, he's going to bring the Cleveland Browns this season and beyond. So when you look at the fact of what Jackson brings in terms of winning games, performance, accolades, he's better than Murray in terms of being a leader, locker room, community guy, all that kind of stuff. He is far better than Deshaun Watson. I mean, obviously, that's not even close. When you factor all that in, and believe me, those kind of off the field things, that matters. When you're paying a guy this kind of money to be your quarterback, this is when they say that you're the face of the franchise, that's what this means. Like having the right mentality on and off the field and being that guy, being like, that Peyton Manning, that Pat Mahomes, that Josh Allen, that the fan base really loves and galvanizes behind. And that's obviously what Jackson has done with Baltimore at this point. I think these two contracts are the floor for what Jackson's going to get, barring something terrible happening that prevents it. I think we're going to see a 5-6 year deal, $45-47 million a year annualized with a bunch of guaranteed money. I don't know if they'll go fully guaranteed, but there'll be a lot of guaranteed money for Jackson.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe around like 150 mil guaranteed. I was thinking a little bit higher. I think all said and done, they're going to push closer to 48 to 50 mil per year, but you never know. But it depends on, but I think that 5 to 6 year range is probably accurate. Obviously, these are all guesses, and we're just basing this off of previous contracts that's been dealt to the top guys. But there's one thing I do believe is I don't think it'll be like a 10-year deal. I don't think Jackson wants that. I don't think the Ravens want that. That's kind of like the Mahomes route they went, where 10 years from now, 50 mil is going to look like a bargain. But right now, it looks like a lot of money. And it is a lot of money. Yeah. So, but I think Jackson will be shorter along the 5-6 year deal, probably closer to like 100 in the middle of the guaranteed money of like 150 mil and maybe 48 to 50 million per year is my guess. All right, Nick, it's time to get your internet privacy back today on every device you own in any country you want. Don't let anyone but you control your internet. NordVPN keeps you safe from prying eyes wherever you go online with their military-grade encryption. Is your favorite Netflix or streaming content blocked in the US? You can simply connect to one of the many countries available with NordVPN and get the access you need.
That's right, Maya. So right now, get our exclusive NordVPN deal here at nordvpn.com/SMI. It's risk-free now with NordVPN's 30-day money-back guarantee. Again, get that exclusive deal, nordvpn.com/SMI.